Hey everyone, welcome to part 2 of our RV splash resort trip to Pensacola. So if you missed part 1, take a look here. That'll take you back there to see it. Otherwise, strap in and get ready for part 2. So there's actually 2 dog parks. The first one was at the front of the park that we saw. This one's on the back, and I kind of like this one better. It's right over here by the water, and it's much bigger and longer. So if you have a bigger dog, then go for dog park number 2 at the back of the property where all of the sea sights are.
Suddenly, the world I used to know, I see it differently. You woke me from a dream, now here's reality. Baby, baby, you are really hurting me. 'Cause every time you tell me I look good and that I'm doing fine, but nothing ever changes. And now I see, baby, you are hurting me. Stuck in repeat, stop lying. I know you playing your part, but baby, it's breaking my heart. Is it over? How could I know? If you don't need me, just let me know when I go. Truthfully, the game that
All right, everyone, we are here at Joe Patti's. We've already got an episode of this, so if you want to see an in-depth walkthrough, go ahead and click the link that's going to pop up here. Otherwise, we're just going to give you some highlights. Heading in to Joe Patti's. It's a wood carving of the man himself. So this is a huge fish market. And as you can see, they have tons of fresh fish, from fillets all the way to full fish. We're going to take a quick walk down this way. This is the shrimp area. And then here are some of the full fish.
26, ticket number 26, raise your hand for service, please.
They've got crab, they've got lobster, they have octopus. And when we did our full tour, we were actually here pretty early, and the wine area was closed. But today, we are actually open. Hello. So as you can see here, they have a full wine set up. Some drinks as well, a couple of mixed things. And a couple of cigars. Or indeed. And this is where you'll go to pack out. You can actually buy coolers too. They'll pack it for you and fill it full of ice, or bring your own cooler. They've got a deli over here where you can get some nice French bread and all of your seasonings that you'll need. Chilean sea bass. Looking good. Cod. Yep, that one looks good. Survey says. That'll work. All right, we've got some halibut. All right, that'll work. Let's try that one first. Survey says. You know what? That'll work. That'll work. All right, last up, she is getting us about 2 pounds worth of what's considered 10-15 shrimp, which is 10 to 15 shrimp per pound. So for those who have always wondered, that is what those numbers mean, is how many shrimp roughly will make 1 pound.
Hey, that's it, right?
And that will do it, with the exception of grabbing some crab legs.
And coffee.
And coffee. Hey everyone, we're finally here, and we are with Captain Billy J. Travels. If you haven't seen his show or his site, you need to. I will put it, which way's up to the right? This way? This way? This? I don't know. There'll be a link over in one of these areas. So I'm about to ask the captain for something special, and I hope he will allow me to do it. Can I be an honorary captain? Please.
I think you've earned it with your flag flying abilities. So I bestow upon you this genuine, original captain's hat.
I appreciate it. Oh, I feel the power.
You're now an honorary captain.
I love it. Thank you, Captain.
Yes,
I will cherish this. Let's go eat, everybody. So, ahoy, Captain Billy.
Ahoy.
It's honorary captain here. Salute. Very good, very good. All right, babe. So what are you having here at McGuire's for your drink this evening?
Yeah, look at that. Irish. Wait. Here. All I know is it says.
You're talking away from the camera?
I can't read it. Sorry. This will knock you dead, but everyone enjoys an old-fashioned Irish way. Oh, I guess it's a version of old-fashioned. Oh, I get these jars.
Ooh.
Nice. All right, let's see what it.
So let's see.
I can't place it. What it tastes like.
I haven't had it, so I can't tell.
I don't know what to describe it as. I have no idea.
You have no idea whatsoever.
No idea whatsoever.
Is it good?
So you're trying to sell 2 cars.
It's not sweet,
Really?
but it's not bitter.
All right then. You're so weird, honey.
I know. You try it and you tell me.
All right.
Yeah,
You're right.
I told you. I am not
You
crazy.
are right. It is very hard to place. It feels like a little lime.
The ingredients of an Irish wake are 1.5 ounces of dark rum, 1.5 ounces of light rum, 1.5 ounces of curacao, 1 ounce of 151, topped with OJ, orange juice, and stir.
Wow, I was so off. So off.
Honey butter all over the top.
Did you get supersized?
No, I didn't realize it was that big. How huge was it?
That's big.
Yes, it is. Wow. Look at that, guys. Look at that. That's how big around it is. That's a huge pretzel.
That's a big part.
It's huge. So we figured out what this looks like. Thank you to Captain Billy J for realizing it. Does anybody know what it looks like? I'll give you a second to think. All right, Mel, show us. It's a Tesla steering wheel. Actually, it wouldn't make that. The Tesla sounds like this. Right? Am I right? So Mel is trying
The bean
the
soup.
bean soup that is a staple here.
It's 18 cents.
18 cents is
It's actually
long.
really good. And considering how cold it is outside, it's like really good.
Nice. And the history is that it was 18 cents when they first opened. And so as long as you get a entree, they honor the 18 cents. But if all you want is a big old thing of bean soup, it's what, $18, I think is what it is? $15.99. I stand corrected. What a good honorary captain I am, not even knowing the prices. I'm going to get my status revoked.
Yep.
All right, babes. So you have the steak and mushroom pie.
Yep.
And then
pretty.
I have the shepherd's pie.
Beer.
And another beer. You can never go wrong with another beer. And then the captain has...
Irish lamb stew.
Oh, what's inside here?
Very good. And then that is what, yams of some kind?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I don't like yams.
But it is all looking delicious. Bon appetit. Oh, wow.
Politicians, musicians, sports.
Wow. Oh, wow. Disney, or no, Maynard Ferguson. That is awesome. Very nice wine room.
I like that room.
Yeah. I like that one. It looks really nice. Not the women's room. So that would be the men's room then. Yes.
Yes,
That's it. Yes, that's right. And then not the men's room.
No, I didn't wear the notifications.
That way.
Wow. All of those are dollar bills. There's over $1 million in here.
Pretty close.
Okay. Oh wow, yeah, they own brewing their own brews here.
Here is the golf area. All golf related.
It's cool over here.
And all the dollar bills to see what
Oh, wow, I can see how this is millions of dollars in here. Holy crap. That is amazing. All right, everyone, we had a great time with Captain Billy J. Travels at that McGuire's Irish Pub. Food was phenomenal. And the motif in there was great, too. It used to be an old fire truck station, firehouse, that was converted to the Irish Pub. Lots of different decorated rooms, and over $1 million in $1 bills throughout the roof, which is really, really cool. So we are calling this night done, doing a little prep work for leaving tomorrow because we've got a lovely 7 to 8 hour drive to get back to Tampa tomorrow.
Yeah, CJ, you be proud. We're pre-packing.
Yes, as Mel said, CJ would be proud of us. And as far as continuation of part 2 of the video, we'll see what tomorrow brings. There'll be some time lapses, I'm sure, or short snippets of our drive home if we see anything really cool. Obviously, we're going to bring that to you guys. But yeah, so at least until tomorrow morning, everyone, have a good evening. And it will be morning in 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, everyone. It's time to get ready to go. We don't want to go.
It's too cold to be out of bed.
It is way too cold. We had to put the heat on a couple of times last night, but we didn't want to leave it on. We probably should have, though, because it got pretty cold.
Somebody's snowing this morning. I don't know where she's at, though.
There's a lump of brown fur down there, I promise. But, yep, it is time to get ready to get going. We got some peaceful meditation to wake us up. All right, let's start packing up to get on the road. Someone finally got up when we started watching nature shows.
Has a maximum depth of about 30 meters.
Packing up. Boom. So this I just got, and it's actually required in most parks that have sewage at your site. This one's a beach lane. I'll put a description below, but it's a 20-foot long beach lane. I guess, as you can see, it's tiered gravity assist for your sewage soap, or for your sewage pipe thing. And it spreads out. You might not be able to see it, but it's like a slinky, and it spreads out, and you put your hose in there, so it's naturally draining from your rig to the sewer area, and it's off the ground. So again, a lot of places require you to have it off the ground if you're hooked up at your site. And Melly got me a new bag. It's nice and pretty. It's bigger than the other one, because we've been adding things as we've figured out we've had issues. Like, well, it'd be handy to have this one. Speaking of which, babe, I need a drain sewer slinky wrench like CJ has. So what we just did inside was put a little bit of Dawn soap in our gray tank and a little bit of the orange stuff that we use in the black tank, because you can use that in the gray tank too, for any solids that might have fallen in our drain when we were washing dishes. The orange stuff will dissolve it and make sure that it comes out easier after it gets dissolved and it's all liquidy. So I know this is the end. So usually I do this at the beginning of the trip. This time I'm doing it at the end of the trip. A quick little tour of our site. So this is B6. This is considered a premium lot, and that's because of the buffer trees and foliage on each side, and it's a little bit more space in between the rigs. Nice concrete pad. I did have to use my beach lane leveler to come up about 1/4 of an inch, but overall pretty level. As you can see here, it does come with the picnic table. There are no fires allowed at your site in a fire ring on the ground. As long as you have an elevated ring, though, that comes off the ground, or a propane fire pit, again, off the ground, then you're okay to have one at your site. Otherwise, you have to use the community. And then back here is our sewage. So that little white cap there is where we run the sewers. And then we have our power and our water posts. So power on this side. And it does have a 30 amp and a 50 amp connection. And then on this side, we have our water. As you can see, a nice little buffer here. So that is our official site that we've been at for the last 3 days. All right, time for some last minute prep. Detaching the power and hooking up. And then we'll be on the road. All right, pretty much time to back the truck up. Oh, with no backup camera anymore because our center console has started to flash and we can't figure it out. We're hoping it's just a loose wire. Hopefully she does a better job than I did day one. Probably gonna have to come back a smidge, but give me a second to lower this down a bit. Yeah, come back a smidge. A little bit more. Stop. All right, we're hooked in. I just need to lower everything and get everything attached. Of course, a good thing to always double check is your propane is off too when you travel. Straightening up my clip. All right, roll forward a smidge to get the pressure off the back shocks. A little bit more. All right, hold. All right, go ahead and roll back and we can come off the Anderson. Keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on. And hold. All right, so we have our final exterior safety check. So we make sure electric's plugged in, the automatic breakaway brake is hooked here. So this will pull out and engage the trailer brakes if we disconnect. We have our chains and they are crossed. We have our tongue locked, propane off. We've got the battery taken care of. Side door latched. We've got the jacks up. We've got our door. Although it's not master locked, it is still technically locked. The handle is in. Closed. Rear jack. Awning is closed. We've got our back locked. Whoop. See? Safety check. Important. Left a hammer. We've got another jack there. We've got our power closed. We have our black and gray tank closed with the cap on. The hot water is closed. Caps on. Freshwater tank fill. Jack there. And we are good. And that's why you do a safety check, to make sure you didn't forget anything, like I forgot my hammer. So, we are getting on the road. Any final thoughts on this place, babe?
Yeah, when you... Oh, this place or just a tip of the day?
Just, I guess, tip of the day. What's
Tip of the day. When you put in your navigation settings, make sure you have not avoid highways on there. Otherwise, it takes you 10 times longer.
That's why it took so long when we came up here.
But we got the scenic route.
Yes. And let me show you what other joy has started 2025.
There. Wait. There.
Right there.
Wait.
That is what has started our 2025. Our center console stays on for 1 second and turns off for 3 to 4 seconds. I'm hoping it's a loose wire and I don't have to replace the whole thing. But this is definitely a challenge, no longer having a backup camera.
we're home, finally. We forgot about the extra hour that we had for Eastern Standard Time, but we're home, and now comes the fun part.
Yes, it is the unpacking, the pseudo cleaning of the RV, and then taking it back to drop it off at our spot. We're not going to bore you with that though. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us over these last 2 episodes on our first 2025 camping trip to a bougie
RV.
Oh yeah.
Part.
Hey,
But
they picked up trash for us, and I texted them. I was like, "I'd like to top off my propane, please." And they're like, "Absolutely, sir. We'll be right there."
yeah, so this we're gonna try some different styles of RV this year. I think we're gonna try to incorporate that in our videos.
Absolutely.
But anyway, you know what the next saying is, right?
That's right. Like, subscribe, notify, or click that join button. Look down.
Yes.
That way. Down.
Yes.
Yes, down. This way. This
Right
way.
there.
Click that join button and become a PCAT member.
Exactly. So you won't miss PCAT Adventures. Okay,
Gotcha.
let's get going.
All right. We'll see you next time on.
The Scenic Route.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.